Hey guys, in this video I will show you how to use OpenAI function calling. Just yesterday OpenAI launched structured output. I will not talk about that. Today I only talk about the basic function calling. So after that I probably will create another video to demonstrate the structured output to show you what's the difference between the new one and the old one. So let's start. Let's first create the Python project. So let's set up the OpenAI environment. So basically just set up import the OpenAI SDK, create the client object. We need to figure out why we need to use the function calling. So here is an example. So if I ask some question for the OpenAI, okay, I say I want to ask a question like this question. I want to ask what's the weather looks like in my city. So after I ask that, let's get some response from the OpenAI. Say what's the result will looks like. So let's run. Okay, good. No, I need to print that. Print the result. Print the response. So let's run it again. So you will say I'm not able to do something. So for this case, I really want the temperature for the city. That is why we need to use the function, because we want to define our own function to return the temperature of the city. But the problem is when we ask a question, we need to figure out what the function we need to call and what the parameter would be, what the value for the parameter. So this question could be handled by the function calling. Let me show you some. First of all, let me show you how I define the function. So first thing, we need to define some function and let OpenAI know what is our function. And OpenAI will decide which one we will use. Okay, let's do over here. Let's copy here. So here we define two functions. One is get weather and another one is get the current time. We only talk about this one. The description is very important because the OpenAI will decide which function need to call based on the description. For example, if we ask this one, OpenAI, no, okay, you are trying to get the weather of your city, so it will use this function, and OpenAI will figure out what the parameter in your question. Like in this question, the parameter is the location and the value is Frisco. So here is how we define the function and the parameter. This property is the parameter. So I don't need the unit, so I can remove this one. Okay. So now, basically, OpenAI just when you ask a question, OpenAI just figure out what the function you are trying to use, what the parameter it is, what's the value of the parameter. So these three questions OpenAI need to figure out. But OpenAI will not answer your question. It's only structure your question, let you know what your question is, what your function you want to call, what is your parameter you want to use, what's the value of the parameter. Okay, so let me show you. Let's put something. After I define the function, I will let the OpenAI know the function. So let's put 2 two parameters over here. Okay, so we have two parameters. One is this one. This one say, okay, I define some function. You need to figure out, do I need to call this function based on what I asking. So this auto means you need to make the decision. You can use the stop. If stop, that means we never use the function. You can take a look at the reference documentation for the OpenAI. You will find the definition for this parameter. So this basically, I ask OpenAI, here is my function definition. So here is my question I have. So you need to tell me what I'm trying to do. So okay, here is the result. So this time is different. It's say, okay, you are trying to do the function call. So how do I know that? You can find over here. You can find, say, okay, function call. This object is not none. So it means you are trying to function call. The parameter is over here, and the function name is over here. So OpenAI not real return you results, but return you some information. You will use this information to do to call your own function. So let's say so for this case, I want to get the weather, but OpenAI not do that. OpenAI not will return the weather. I need to define method which could get the weather based on the city. So OpenAI just help me get the city name, get the value of the city of that parameter. That is all. What I need to do is call the real API to get the weather, get the temperature. Let's copy this over here. So I define this function. I don't need this guy. I don't need this guy. So the temperature, you could call third-party service. So after you call that, you put it over here. You can call the I think you can call the open weather map, something like that, to get the temperature based on your city name. So I don't have the API key, so I don't demonstrate how to do that. It should be pretty easy to get that. So after I get the weather, I need to call this weather, because we know OpenAI return this one. That means I know we need to call some method, call some function. So let's put something over here. So I need to get the object of this one. So I put over here. If this object is not none and the name is get weather, so I call this function. This get weather is defined over here, and this one it could be different. It could be like this one. Just call this is called my, or I would say call my. Call my weather. Okay, so let me walk through that. This is the result from the OpenAI. So if OpenAI tell me, okay, you need to call this function to get the real results, then I got the parameter. After I get the parameter, I call this function. Get the real results. So this is how it's get working. Let's run it. Okay, so you will say let's run it, but it's not print. Get weather. print the weather. Let's say get the weather, get my weather, print weather. Oh, okay, it's over here. I should not put this one again. Sorry for that. Okay, you will see that. You will see the results. So this is how the function calling working. So basically, OpenAI not if something you can OpenAI not get you the right answer. Like if you need to call some real time API or service to get the value, you could do this way. This will help you get some real time value, such as the stock price or the weather, the traffic data, something like this. So, or anything that the OpenAI cannot give you the right answer, you can write a function to take care of that. Yeah, this is fine-tuning stuff. I think that's pretty much all. In next video, I will show you the new version, the new model of the OpenAI, see how they get the better structure output. Yeah, I think that's pretty much all for today. Thank you. Bye.